What? What? Art video for me? I mean, who could have believed it? Another speed paint. How long has it been? And this video is gonna come out a day after, but I still wanted to make it either way. It's Father's Day, and I didn't really have a particular gift in mind. This is a new thing for me right now. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. I haven't tried talking while art goes on in the background. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of a play-by-play of what's going on here. I wanted to, every Father's Day, I give my dad a drawing or something. But my gifts change a lot. So, with this one, I always, it's such a thing. It's with certain people, it's not like you don't know what they want, but it's that, when you've interacted with enough people, you start to see patterns and whatnot with how certain people act and how with certain people, how personalities and whatnot. And it's not that I haven't figured out my father's personality. That's not the case. I think if anything, I think 80% of my whole swag comes from him. You hear, if you talk to other people, they say I look you can look at the drawing that I did, that I copied from Newgrounds. That's I look like a near copy and paste of him. But it's just what it's with stuff like this. It's stuff when it comes to I guess you could say expressing yourself to them. It's an odd thing, because my father isn't an emotional person, and that's not that's just naturally he's not a very he's not a very chalant person, and emotionally or whatnot, which I do get from him. But so expressing feelings and whatnot has always just been an awkward thing. But I don't know. I feel every single year has always something different. I always try to do something different. Not even because I want to, but it is because I want to, but also just because the way I express myself it always changes. It's constantly changing over the years. It has constantly changed over the years. I'll say that. But yeah, man. I don't know. It's just with him. Of course I love my father, so it's the way I express that love is sort of, I'm always trying to figure, I'm always just at this point I'm just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. I know with every gift I gave him so far, I know he loves it. I know he of course he does. I mean, it's your own son's art, but it's always so weird to I've done paintings, I've done song. If you look back at the channel, I did a sort of remix of one of his favorite musicians, and I don't know, it's more or less of my way of saying I feel the way that I express my love for my parents, not even my parents, but just for just anybody, will kind of just change over the years. But I think either way it goes, it will be kind of just it will have my art in it some way, some way, somehow, you know what I mean? So with this one, we're not really at the end point, but we're in Clip Studio. We just finished cleaning up the line art, doing the line art, so we're in Clip Studio right now, and we're painting up, we're coloring coloring my dad as Gear 5 Luffy. I have no idea why. I don't know why I did Gear 5. I just wanted to. I don't know why I did Gear 5. It's been on my mind for a while, even though I have to still catch up with One Piece. And look, I had a little bit of a PB break, but while I'm going on that PB break, let's talk about One Piece. I still gotta catch up with it. recently I think Netflix has put it on. They added Netflix on, I think, like the first few seasons because of the reboot, the live action reboot. I've heard it's really good, but just, you know, as somebody who merely just like sees anime from the outside, I have to catch up with a lot. I have to catch up with a lot of things that just aren't even anime. So just like media in general, I'm still like caught up, like I had to catch up on. Also, the shading with the, you know, with the little fez, I'm not proud of it, but I mean, I think it's kind of creative, like the curly, you know, going on with the curly aesthetic of Gear 5. That's all, you know, not to pat myself on the back, but also, yeah, I mean, at this point, I think the coloring's done with my dad, but I think right now I'm just figuring out the background, which is kind of just the default kind of panty and stocking sky. I will say, I don't know what it is, but panty and stocking has been like a huge inspiration for me recently. Just for, I'll say like artistically, like style-wise for certain things, just for the mod and just my art in general. Because I love a lot of the stuff that I wanted in my art ever since I like started, ever since I started like drawing backgrounds like digitally. I've saw them in like Steven Universe and Panty and Stocking, which is like color and shape. And man, I don't know, man. I think over time I will get better at it, but for right now, I think I don't know. It's more or less just laying down the groundwork, but I think we're about done with the background's pretty simple, but right now I think it's just post production I'm doing. Just like I could have done a lot more with it, but you know, just adding shadows, extra shadows and whatnot. But yeah, that's my piece. So, you know, love you, Pops. Happy Father's Day, even though I'm a day late. But anyway, now come on, now with the mod about to release soon. I'm not even gonna say soon, but I will say like with the, you know, the release is coming. The week 3 update is coming, and I am. Y'all knew I was gonna do. Y'all knew if I was gonna do something with fathers, it would have to have the father-in-law. But you'll see what I'm doing right now. But I think what I'm doing right now, back in Flash. Right now, what I was doing, I was more or less just doing like design work while I was trying to figure out like what Tish would look like as a child. But I knew, like, I was trying to figure out hairstyles and whatnot, and like how was that Elon Musk? Anyways, like how her face would look and whatever. I think like I just kind of concluded that like giving her little puff, just making her look stupid, not stupid, but more or less like softer, like rounder, I guess you could say, is like what kind of the goal. And this doodle, I had a lot of fun with this doodle. I feel like, I don't know, I liked how stupid it looked. It felt like it really fit if like Tia was a baby. So that's baby Tia, that's canon, dude. That's Tia if she was a baby. And I was trying to figure out like this shirt design. I have to say though, yeah, I just I'm looking at it now. I drew Sonic. She's like, she's 8 or 10. But I have to say, like, a random fact that I think is gonna be pretty important. You'll see why. But like, Tish is like a huge Sonic fan. Like, she's like the biggest Sonic fan. Like, you know, like, obviously I'm taking that like inspiration off me, but I think like she's just a fucking she's a ride or die Sonic fan. She will, like, you know what I mean? I don't know what's happening here. I think, you know, it's a Father's Day drawing. You can guess already. It's a Father's Day drawing between Tish and the father-in-law. But I was trying to figure out, like, what would the father-in-law look like maybe like 10 years back. And I feel like nothing would change besides, like, the stuff he would wear. So I'm like, Tom's stuff is difficult. You know, like, I don't have specific like dates in mind, but always have like in the quote unquote lore that I have like set up. like I never really think about like dates specifically, but I always think like, you know, like event, like this thing happened here, so then this thing happened, and then after that this thing happened because this thing happened. So it's never like it's like in 1983, but the father-in-law had I don't know, it's just like stuff like that. I don't know. And it doesn't show it here, but I had like a bit of an issue trying to figure out like what the I had kind of an issue trying to figure out like what year all this would take place. I don't think any of this, don't take any of this as like canon. I don't think you should, because like even then I probably like I have it like set that Tish is probably around my age. Like it's 2000, so she's like 10 years after, like 2010s. Like I have it like the game's set around 2010, so I don't know. It could be that it's in the 80s or whatever. Whichever like time zone kind of fits the best. But I think probably the 2000, like late 2010s, like kind of, well, not late 2010, but like early 2010s, kind of late 2000s is probably where the game takes place. But I still gotta think about all that stuff before I do it, before I really quote unquote set in stone. But yeah, you know, we're not doing anything much right here. It's just like a basic kinda little doodle. This is what I wanted to, this isn't the specific, I think I said before that I wanted to do a specific doodle that explained like the family dynamics, or not the family dynamics, but just like explain where the mom is and whatnot, like where everyone is. That's still coming. I don't know when it's coming though, but in addition to the, oh man, that before, I have to say before the matter of fact, before I even talk about that, I want to talk about the eyes for like Tia. I was trying to figure out before I even talk about the mom, I want to talk about Tia for a sec, because like the eyes right here were just bugging me, because I was trying to figure out like, oh, here it is, like where I was trying to figure out the date. I think I put in 2002. I was like, I don't know what I was gonna like draw right there to like Tia, like, or Tish like scribbled out the date. But anyways, look, right, the update, right before the update releases, there is some like stuff planned, but I'm just gonna shut up about that. That'll be the only thing I say. But anyways, but yeah, but you won't see it unless you're on Newgrounds. All right, anyways. Yeah, I think I finished the sketch. I think I'm doing the line art now. I think I'm just doing cleanup, doing the basic old cleanup that I typically do in Flash, you know, with the usual pen and all that stuff. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to say over here. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm a little tired, but yeah, I made her eyes too big. I was like trying to figure out, like the whole design looked fine to me, but it's like her eyes looked like creepy to me. They still kind of do, because like they're just totally black in. They're totally not caved in, but black all the way. But I think because like they're smaller, they look a little bit cuter. But I think I could have probably made it more obvious that her eyes like closed. But it's whatever. I mean, it's still like, it still came out pretty good, you know. But yep, I finished the line art, and then I went to we're in Clip Studio Paint. Oh, good old Clip Studio. The evolution of, or I won't even say the evolution of Paint Studio. I mean Paint Tool side. I was gonna say Paint Tool. It's been so long. It's been too long. But yeah, it's been so long since I used Paint Tool side that I've just been using or not Paint Tool, yeah, Paint Tool side, that I've been using Clip Studio Paint for most of my time. I can't even remember when I like started using it, but it was like for all the promotional art and all the probably art I do in the future, I will probably use Clip Studio Paint. I mean, I don't see why. Like, I guess people always make like the debate over Photoshop or Paint Studio Paint Sai. But you know, it's at this point, as long as you're able to make art in a way that's made fun to you but also works for you, you know, that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter what program you use. You don't need like you don't need the best program ever. You just need, it's less about like the quality of well, I guess it is about the quality of the program, but it's more or less about the usefulness, I guess you could say, of it. Like how multifaceted is it? How much stuff can you do in it? I just say, how much stuff can you do with it, with the thing that you're using to draw or to make art, I should say. But I think my brain's just kind of just running on steam here. I don't know what else to say. Well, fans for doing shading, whatever. So we're on the shading. It's pretty cool. I guess I should talk like more about fathers and stuff. Actually, that is something. It probably wasn't because of my father, but I think a lot of the it's not like I aim, I don't know, it's not like I'm putting whatchamacallit, it's not like there's a word for it, like I'm living through my characters, because like I have like a nice relationship with my dad, but it's like I want the relationship between, I just want I don't know, man. I want viewers to not viewers, but people who like see the relationship between Tia and Tish and the father-in-law to know that they love each other. And I hope that with every single art piece I make with them, you know, you guys realize that. I hope you guys finally realize that they love each other. They love and hug and kiss like a normal fucking family. Why can't you guys be normal? Why can't you guys be normal?